You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels. John Shelby and Chris Singleton on the call. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for the Angels, Foster McCloud. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Leading off, Szen Cobb. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And he chases that one away.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles under it. And there's one down.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Hard hit left side. That's the third out. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Alberto Guillen, the next to hit. Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw in. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Ritchie under it. That's out number 2. Game 1 of the division series. Ready to begin the 8th. Gary Ritchie getting ready to hit. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. He's got it. One up, one down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Cobb walks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, dude, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
You know, these Angels, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity.
Coming to you live from Southern California, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Getting the nod in this one, Garrett Vento. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
1 out and a runner at second, and we're here in Game 2 of the ALDS. In the air to left center, Cobb on his way over, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Out of here. A solo shot. The Angels on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Runner at second, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 55. Szen
On the ground to the left.
Beat it out.
And that's the inning. Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. A 2-run blast. And they add to their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the fresh shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
1 down. So next to hit for Baltimore, Brett Batista. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 down. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gary Ritchie. This one in the air center field. Cobb moving under this one. And there's 1 down. This is a tough situation for a team to be in, trailing by so many in a postseason game. It looks like it could be a pretty demoralizing loss if they don't turn it around. Cobb steps in. They've got the edge, but the job is not done. He's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Check the outfitters now. See where they're at.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Activity for the first time in that bullpen down there. Drew Hansen, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Sliced hard but foul. And a big swing and a miss.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Rolled over to third. Guillen. On to first. One away. Bottom of the sixth.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. It's in and out of his glove. Flips it, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Up next for the Angels, selected number 5.
Now the left fielder, Terrell Guidry. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. That is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We head to the 7th now in game 2. Angels lead it 8-1. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Szen Cobb. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Ground ball left side. Guillen to second, and it's a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish. This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
The final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. From Baltimore, welcome inside Oriole Park. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Baltimore, Jose Rivera.
Yeah, got the W last time out. 6 innings, a quality start. Hey, if a guy will give you that, you'll take it every single time.
Third game of the division series. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. And we're underway in Game 3. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and one away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder.
It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
This one in the air, center field. Ritchie takes it in for the out. One away.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, Harvey O'Connell.
One down. Here's Baez.
The right fielder, Joshua Baez.
And the 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Cobb moving under it. 2 away down.
Oh, that's off the plate.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ground ball up the middle. Here's the tag, and he's out.
Up next for the Angels.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So, runner at second, 2 down. Sid Faraday getting ready to hit. Man at second. That's towards center. Cobb under it. And that'll do it. One left for the Orioles, but they still lead at 3-2. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
Szen Cobb.
Cobb At the plate now as he chases after that one.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Got him looking. Cobb steps in. A frustrating day so far, but the baseball gods don't care if you're over. They care what you do right now.
No one's checking the box score mid-inning, Boog. Just cash the run and rewrite the headline.
Swings through that. Taylor. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
That's a ball. Hit on the ground, might be two. Freeland tossed to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next to the Angels, the catcher,
Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, he's safe. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The 0-2. Swing, and he popped it up. Batista under it. And there's two down.
Up next to the Angels, the left fielder at the box, Steroid. Goodrich.
The Angels trying to break this one open here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. Fastball for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Here's a 2-2. And that's a strikeout looking. Huge strikeout there. Angels threaten, but leave him. And the Angels are moving on. They're off to the American League Championship Series.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, it's game one of the American League Championship Series. It's the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for the Angels, Foster McCloud.
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, this team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
Cobb stepping in now. Tough matchup here when you're facing someone that throws 97 miles an hour on the black.
Yeah, Boog, forget the scouting report. He's just got to step in the box and trust his instincts.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Just missed. Man at first, one away. Sliced hard but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter. You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That one missed.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. One out. Runners at first and second.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Mendoza, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. In comes the run from second to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Second and third, one away. Here in game 1 of the ALCS. Line drive. That's a base hit. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
In the air to left center. Ibarra settles under it. And there's one down. Throw sails over his head at first. So a runner at second, 2 down. Jorge Ibarra digs in now. Man on second, 2 down. That's ripped. Base hit. Friedenberg around third. Here comes the throw. Safe. It's 4-1.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Cobb takes it in for the out. 2 down. So 2 down, and here's the catcher, Miguel Gonzalez. This one in the air, center field. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Yankees. And they trail it 4-1. Szen Cobb, the next to hit for the Angels. He's a guy who does it all. And first offering is fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one. And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 down.
Up next.
Cobb with some solid production in the win.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in Game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And getting the start for the Angels, Garrett Vento. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Stepping in, Szen Cobb.
Number 55, Szen Cobb.
0-1.
And a 1-1. Foul ball there. One, 2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gonzalez collects, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
That's out to center field. Friedenberg under this one. And there's 2 down. Chopped out towards short. The throw to second is offline.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Some early action out there in the bullpen. Michael Arias preparing to come on if needed. Sixto getting cranked up as well.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Fastball for a strike. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Two. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Angels strand a couple. Second game of the ALCS. And stepping in for the Yankees, James Friedenberg. Base knock, center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. He's got it, And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
On the ground to the left, Tovar. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Angels held. Cobb had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game with the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the New York Yankees. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starter, Bill Bate. What do we need to know here?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Cobb at the plate now, and that's strike one. This one popped up. Takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Two outs with a runner at third.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break and going to have to exit this game a little early.
The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And gone. He'll circle the bases, and they lead it. It's 2-0.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? It's really impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field.
So up next for New York, Juan Salas. 0-2 now. This one in the air, center field. And there's two down. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well.
The throw to third. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. That'll do it for the offense, but not before they manage to break up the no-hitter. Cobb digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2.
Come on, go,
Ripped
go,
on
go,
a
go.
line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Loud.
Number 22, Michael Davenport.
Ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 3 of the ALCS. He's trying for third. Throw to third. Save.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Oh, perfect. Can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting.
Up next for the Angels, the left fielder.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Terrell Guidry, the next to hit for the Angels. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
The 0-1. And he can't make the play. In to score from third. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. They take the force out. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out.
Up next for the Angels.
And now the center fielder, Szen Cobb. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Gets him to chase after that one. O'Connell aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. One away.
Clearly fooled in that curveball and tried to hold up the swing, but it didn't matter anyway. Pitch caught the zone, so he'd have been better off just letting that thing fly and hoping to make some sort of contact.
One down. Juan Salas stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one is popped in the air. Shallow center. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Just a simple soft. This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3 games to none. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the New York Yankees. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes, but hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next. And Starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Luis May.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Cobb stepping in. They need a charge, and he's the one holding the jumper cable, Singing.
Yeah, he's trying to jump gate right here, and this is one of those times where experience and poise really matter. He knows exactly what's at stake.
And that's how Game 4 gets underway.
7-0-7.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
On a line, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in. And he's out easily.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Cobb, the former Rookie of the Year, hitting leadoff in today's game. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Friedenberg moving under this one. And that is that. Offense held in check. Pedro Campaneris stepping in now for the Yankees. The 1-2. This to center field. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 1 up, 1 down.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
1 down. And here's the catcher, Miguel Gonzalez. The 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles underneath it. 2 away. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. 1 away. All loaded up. Ezequiel Tovar stepping in now for the Yankees. And a ball and 2 strikes. Out towards right center field. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. The throw in. Pulls him to third safely. And a run comes into. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Miguel Gonzalez. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that's the 3rd out. 4th game of the ALCS. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The 0-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Back to the top of the order. Szen Cobb, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, Harvey O'Connell.
Right down to shoot. That's strike 1. And that's a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. He goes down looking. Now he's challenging. He called strike.
Just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Soto in the box now. Takes strike 1. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. So they're now out of challenges.
Oh, 0-2 count, you got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in Game 4 of the ALCS.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. 1 down. Miguel Gonzalez getting ready to hit. Center field. Cobb settles underneath it. Out number 2. So up next, Szen Cobb. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. On the ground to the left. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charging. Crazy.
Movement in the bullpen. Michael Davenport, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That one inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second late here in Game 4. Now he breaks his bat. Tovar fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. Juan Soto goes deep, and they're chipping away. It's 8-4.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. First pitch coming your way next. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Roberto Mendoza. What do you got on him, Chris?
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
And now the center fielder, Szen Cobb. He's a guy who does it all. And first offering is fouled off. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. In the air to left center, Ibarra should have this one. 2 away. Man at first, 1 away. And that one fouled off. Cobb, the former Rookie of the Year, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Summers. And there's 2 away. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. On the ground to third. Whips it across, and that'll do it. Game 5 of the ALCS. And stepping in for the Yankees, Pedro Campaneris. This one in the air, center field. One up, one down. One down. Juan Salas stepping in now for the Yankees. Not there in time, and that's the first hit for them in this one. And the tying run is on base.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Cobb stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Man at first with 1 gone. Tommy White stepping in now for the Yankees. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. 2 away now. The Yankees looking to rally. Szen Cobb, the next to hit for the Angels. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. First pitch misses.
Got to be down in the zone with that 2-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
Man at second. Foul ball there. One now. Late with the swing there. Struck him out without a swing. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew, thank you for watching the American League Championship Series on MLB The Show.
got it. We'll do better.
This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Coming to you live from Southern California. Coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Angels. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Today's starting pitcher, Foster McCloud. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a jib.
So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
He makes the grab. Game 1 of the World Series. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Kalen Culpepper. That's towards center. One away. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. Cobb, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Grounds one to short. Culpepper in plenty of time to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Man at second. Jackknifes out of the way.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss it.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
Ball in.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The Cards trying to close out a 3-run lead here in game 1 of the World Series. And a big swing and a miss.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Yeah, that's outside. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Angels. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Well, winning game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they could put a stranglehold on this series with a win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for the Angels, Garrett Vento. What do you look for here?
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, this team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
Game 2 of the World Series. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. And a foul ball. Comes up empty.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what did they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Runner on the go again. Strike in there. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Cobb digs in. He can't hide from it, Singy. He's been dominated in this matchup.
But here's a new opportunity, Boo. Got to take advantage and flip the script.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Fox has a beat on it. And there are 2 down. So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Felipe Carrillo. The 2-2 on the way. This one in the air, center field. Cobb in position. And that is that. Nothing. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Fox getting ready to hit. Left center base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1. Cobb ready to hit now. Down late. RBI opportunity, and this guy's looking like he wants to write the comeback chapter.
Yeah, let's see if he grabs the pen, Boo. Could start writing a whole new story here.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Angels need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap.
They get one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe and second with a stolen base. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Soto in the box now. Takes strike 1. Nice grab. Over to first. And they get the out. Angels strand a couple. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back to the top of the order now. And next for L.A., Szen Cobb. 0 for 3 in this one. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. Throws it away. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, Harvey O'Connell.
Oh, great stop.
Come on, get down, get down.
And very nicely done for the out. Angels lead one. They trail it 6-1. Back to the top of the order. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Slade Caldwell. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 2 of the World Series. This one in the air, center field. Cobb moving under this one. And that'll do it. 2 runs. 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Brandon Macias. Slides, but it gets by him. Now up for St. Louis, Kalen Culpepper. This one in the air, center field. Cobb gets under it. And that is that. Had a good day at the office, even in defeat.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
Nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first 2 games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Jordan Forrest.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy it when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Just about to get started. Leading off, Szen Cobb. So we're off and running in game 3. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push runs across as often as possible.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Man at second. This one in the air center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. To third. Tags the runner, and it's a double play. Szencobb, the former Rookie of the Year, hitting leadoff in today's game. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And now it's even up. Norman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him. But it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder. And I'm sure he wants that one back. But for now, you just got to get ready for the next one and make a play.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate. It's 3-zip.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's Juan Soto. Flied to right his first time. Swing and he popped it up. One down.
Up next to the
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. There's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That's a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
On the ground to first. Knocks it down. He gets the force, and on the out, a run scores. World Series Game 3. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Szen Cobb.
You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Yeah, he smoked that thing. Got aboard. Good job.
Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Robbie Lintner, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself.
And even if they don't want to make it a habit of falling behind, they're doing a great job of making the most out of it. I think that's contagious throughout the lineup.
Foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Runner steals third, though they get the out on the drop, strike 3.
Well, it's a good job of completing the strikeout at first base, but the one downside is it did allow that runner from second to move up to third, and that's with one out. They've got more ways now to get him home, and that makes it another strikeout situation coming up.
Soto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Two and two. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, that's a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly they with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
That's a ball.
2 outs and a runner at third here in Game 3 of the World Series. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels lead 1. They lead 4-0. One down. And up next for St. Louis, Gary Boovie. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it, and there's 2 down. Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Szen Cobb. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
And that ball was hit hard. Good job.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ball,
really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down here in the late stages of Game 3. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. Angels 4 and the Cardinals nothing. This is the World Series on the show. Bottom of the 7th. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Brandon Macias. Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Cobb should have this one, and there's 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Manzanillo digs in now. Man at second. In the air, out to center. Grabs it on the run. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Back to the top of the order now. Szen Cobb, the next to hit for the Angels.
Cobb.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Chopped left side. And it goes just foul. 2-2 now. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Safe. And that's his third hit.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition.
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Miguel Gonzalez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 3 of the World Series. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Angels strand 1. They're up 5-1. So 2 down. Ricky Fox will hit next.
Number 16, Ricky Fox.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels get back in the series with a crucial road win in Game 3. So Szengy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Elvis Rodriguez. How about a scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Szen Cobb, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. This one in the air, center field. Fox under it. And there's one down. The fourth game of the World Series. We head to the bottom of the second. Kalen Culpepper digs in now. Out towards right center field. Cobb on the move. He's got it. One up, one down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
What a stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
0-1. And fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good...
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Cobb brings it in with a nice running grab. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. First and second, one out. Szen Cobb will hit next. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swings through that one for strike two.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 on, 1 out. That one in the dirt and gets away. So on the wild pitch, two guys advance. One and two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
High fly ball, right field. Macias has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. The relay to the plate. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. The fourth game of the World Series. Bottom of the eighth. Slade Caldwell getting ready to hit. In the air to left center. Cobb under it. One away. Quinn Cordova next up for the Cardinals. 4-4 in the ninth. Line drive, that's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high...
Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. First pitch coming your way next. On the hill and coming off a great start, Alberto Marcelo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
One down. Szen Cobb, the next to hit for the Angels. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Fought off foul. Marcelo with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. And that one fouled off.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts, and right now it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Ground ball left side. Fires across the diamond, and that's an out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And that one hammered. That's back there. That one hops against the fence. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And he makes the play on the warning track. Runner tags and goes to third. So digging in, Carmen Manzanillo. Here's a 2-2. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. World Series Game 5. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Slade Caldwell. This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles under it. And there's one away. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Man at second. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. So in now for the Angels, Szen Cobb. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Popped up. Infield fly called there.
Up next for the Angels, the left fielder, Steroid.
Two aboard with one out. And next for the Angels, Terrell Guidry. Curve in the dirt.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The tying run at the plate. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fastball in for a strike. 3-2 now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Brings it in for the third out. And that does it. The Cardinals are once again world champions.
The huge congrats to the World Series champs. This was an incredibly special team all season long, and what I love most is that these home fans that supported this team game in and game out, they got to witness it in their home ballpark. So many memories over this season, but in this game, this city is already going crazy.